Okay, what's going on? It's all good. It's all good over here too. Okay, this particular conversation, I'm just looking forward to us, like what I call really cutting it up. And I'm a freestylist, like I freestyle everything else, you know. I do my own thing. I blaze my own trail. Let's talk about some good books. Let me know in the comment section. Turn me on to some good books. Turn me on to some books that's like really been like prolific in your life. Like this book I kind of like pattern myself after. This book, you know, the fundamentals in it is like they parallel to mine, and this is me. This is what I do. Them kind of books, you know, or you know, some God, nature, universe books. How about that? Put them out there, share them. I have a couple of books that fit that category. Okay. I drive on an average, say 80 miles a day. That's Monday through Friday. And I drive in a lot of rural areas. So the scenery is great and very relaxing. And sometimes I don't want to hear music. So I have audio books that I listen to. I got two books that come to mind. One of the books, I'm trying to see how I'm going to tell you these books, describe them to you. One of these books is it's by author James Allen. The name of the book that got me into James Allen's writings is As a Man Thinketh. And that was the lead in. And then I got to pursuing more of his writings. And he has some awesome work out there. If you're interested, you're going to have to go ahead and look it up. Check it out yourself. I'm not going to make this whole thing about James Allen. But basically, it's some fundamental good things that people should have about themselves. It's some fundamental things in which you interact and how you view and how you have to respect nature and the universe and God. I mean, those three go together. So, talks about living, talks about business. There's a lot of wisdom there. Check that out. Then I'm gonna do a drum roll on this one. This book, you know, the Bible is my number one book. Okay, let's get that straight. The Bible is my number one book. I like Psalms. I like Proverbs. I like Ecclesiastics. Those are some of my go-to books of the Bible. I really enjoy those. I read those. Those help keep me grounded and keep me focused. My number 3 book, and that's all I'm gonna give you for right now. My number 3 book, and I'm gonna put it number 3, But I have basically listened at this book probably 20, 25 times, if not 30 times, okay? I mean, this book is just like in my head, in my mind. You know, this book, I'm gonna give it a proper introduction. Most leaders all over the world has probably read this book, okay? Most leaders of countries probably have read this book. This book really helped me to sort of understand some of the things, personality, forces, I'm going to use that, that's always working around us in the world. I highly recommend this book for people that just want to go up a couple of notches in understanding of things and how this world is turning. You know, and it's the man side of it. The book is called The Prince. The author is Niccolo Machiavelli. This book is a must-read book. I think it'll help most people understand what's going on in the world today. This book talks about kings, princes, and some of the things they study. Some of the life that some of these people have lived in the past. This guy has summed up a lot of world leaders' lives. Sort of like in a nutshell, somewhat how their type of leadership led them to this, or their type of leadership led them to this, or this was the fruit of their labor, or these different particular personalities that's out here, that's leaders. It touched on a lot of very important character aspects of leaders of the past. I'm not talking about 20th century, 21st century leaders. No, I'm talking about beyond that. You know, because like I said, most leaders up to date probably have read that book probably just as many times as I've read it, maybe. Maybe, you know, they understand a lot better than mine. Yeah, I got close friends. Probably they call me slow. They get away with that though, you know. Oh, you know, kick it around like that. Certain people, one only, get away with that, okay? And we laugh. So check that out. History, it means a lot, play a big part in who I am and my life. I don't know if you ever heard me say this before, but who I am, or who I am made up of, is pieces that I've taken from different people throughout my life that I respect, I admire, it was just something about them that I wanted to incorporate into my life and the way I do things. So I'm basically a combination of a bunch of generations of what I'm gonna call, and this is what they mean to me, great people. I've heard, and I want y'all to comment on this one as well, besides the book. I had this phase in my life, and I'll do it today if I really meet an elderly person that has done a lot of great things, and they may be 20 years older than me or 30 years older than me, something like that. I got this thing where I had asked them, what would you tell, from all your experiences in your life, what would you tell a young guy like me? Like to kind of shortcut a lot of, unnecessary steps in my life. What would you tell me? What are some key things you would tell me? I had this Philippine doctor. I did some work for him, and I asked him that question, and he told me, he said, and this it's a pet peeve of his, I'm gonna call it that. He said, if you owe me money and you can't pay the bill, just let me know. And he said, I'll tear the bill up. But you not having no intentions on paying the bill, and I'm spending money sending you correspondence about paying that bill, I'm wasting even more money. But he said, you just come to me and tell me you just can't pay the bill. He said, I'd tear it up. This one thing in particular that it sticks with me, and I constantly remind myself of it all the time. And he said, you pay your bills. If you owe somebody, you pay your bills, even if it leaves you broke. And he say, people will respect you. And when you really think about that one, even if you paying a bill and it leaves you broke, man, what a relief not to have nobody lingering over you. You know what I'm saying? Or you are in somebody's thoughts and that you owe them money. What a relief to pay them and just, yeah. What's being broke in America? We got abundance of food. You got a roof over your head. A lot of things work in a 30-day cycle, some kind of way. Even paychecks. 30-day cycle, you probably got paid twice. Pay them. Pay them. I do that even like with credit card. At the end of the month, I pay it off. Yep, pay it off. But I pay my bills. Always pay my bills. And, dealing with my online type business, You know, I have to deal with a warehouse that house my goods sometime when I'm, you know, because when you buy stuff from out of state or whatever and it got to come in like on a tractor trailer load, well, you got to have a place where it go dock to dock. Dock to dock meaning a fork truck could roll in the truck, pick up your pallets and unload it like that, dock to dock. So I got a place I've been dealing with maybe now 8 years maybe. And I never mailed this gentleman his money. It's local. I always go over there and take him his money. And he's older than I am. And of course, I've always, every now and then I stop in and take it to his office and talk to him. We wind up talking half an hour, 45 minutes. And, I've learned a lot from him in conversations. I learned a lot about another world because they respect me for what I do and what I have done. My dad used to always tell me, if you can't learn, you ought to catch on. That's one. Basically, he say, this is what he tell me. And it just wasn't talking to me. It's just conversation. Why it's he and I. We did a lot of things together. If you're too dumb to learn, you ought to catch on. My mom had this one from her dad where if you make $1, save a dime. Now let me tell you about that one. You make $1 today, you need to figure out a way where you saving 50 cents. Oh man, current inflation, and to really get somewhere, okay? And to really get somewhere. That's like, here we go. We're going back to my favorite topic. It's like when I got hired in on this job and, I'm talking to some people around me that's been there a while and everybody seemed to mimic the same thing. It's like 16% of your salary, if you could get that, you really doing good, you doing good, Okay. So here I am. I done got to the point where I went 40, 45. You see? My wife, she always laugh at me all the time, because it's just like my personality is, it's just like if one is good, two ought to be better. And I do this, like my vitamins, they say, well, these little gummy vitamins, take 2 of them, that's all you need every day. Well, what I do, I take 4, and it goes on, that lingers in on everything I do. It's just like, here I am, okay? I go from, you heard the story about the remotes and stuff, or maybe not. But anyway, what got me into this business, making treasure out of trash. And I wind up getting, big sacrifice was just getting 1 tractor trailer load, like huge. That was huge for me. Butterflies in my stomach, everything. Right? So what I do, by the year end, I done did 6 tractor trailer loads. And it just went on and on. I catch a sale. I catch a sale on a nice shirt or something, that I really like. Well, maybe I might get 3, Black, that's one of my things, especially I like to be in dark colors when I'm doing a lot of computer work. Don't ask me why, but it's just like I just kind of blend in, and I get down like that, and I'm in all black. When I gotta do some stuff, serious stuff on the computer, and I'm there for days and days, I'm all black, because it might be 24 hours. It might, but, I always had this thing, like $2 is better than $1, So anyway, let's keep it moving. So there's a lot of different things. I can't think of them now. You tell me some of yours. Write it in the comment. It might be helpful for me. Help me out. I got one person say I'm slow sometimes. So help me out. Y'all help me out. It's just pretty cool being a universal person. You have friends from all different nationalities that you've met in your journey, and really good people. You learn a lot about other people's culture and the things, that they live by, and the things they believe in, and the stories that they were exposed to by their elders. And you got a couple of things that's common, no matter what country you're from, nationality. It's people trying to be good, people trying to take care of their family. You know what I'm saying? People want to respect others if you just let them. And this one here, this is a biggie. And I challenge y'all to try this. Whenever you in need of assistance, and you're not all caught up in your feelings and your emotions and everything, where you can't open your mouth to ask somebody to help me. That's it. It could be almost somebody almost like like y'all might not even talk before, see each other, might not speak or whatever. But, through my journey, it's the damnedest thing. And it goes for me too. It's something about somebody asking you to help me. It's almost like a flattering thing where, you pick me, you see something in me, well, I can help you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna help you, But I watch people, and on the job where I work at, crafts and craftsmen, we intertwine. And sometimes I have to go beyond what I know and my expertise. And it never fails. It's just to ask somebody to help me. Can you help me do this? Because I don't know this well. And you try it. And it's going to look like an imaginary antenna just go up in people, go up in their heads, stand up, and they're going to be willing to help you. So that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing. And it goes both ways. You know, I guarantee it goes both ways. Somebody, what great pleasure in helping somebody that need help. I mean, it's awesome. And anyway, before I get to the point where I'm just rambling or going in a circle, that's just some stuff I'm putting out there. Y'all give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and give me some comments. I want some sayings, and I want some books. Send me some books. Help me. So, until the next time, stay strong. I'll see you. Bye.